Hey guys, what's up? This is Kevin Crawford. We're starting to do work on my solstice project. If you can see here, we've got the ball horns painted up. I still got more work to do back here in the tunnel area to clean that up and paint it up. And the other major piece is I have to go through this engine snake and figure out what I need and what I don't for my small block Chevy swap. I know that I can get rid of a lot of the sensors and stuff like that, but when it comes to, I'll still need the stuff for like the speed sensors and the ABS, and the headlight wiring is also in that same harness. So I ordered, because I ended up selling my transmission to this car way back, because I initially was going to do a automatic in it until we figured out that the 700R4 doesn't properly fit in the engine bay unless you move everything forward, which I want to keep everything as far back in the car as possible. And the Turbo 350, same, pretty much all Chevy automatics for small blocks are the same idea. There's a piece on the side that doesn't allow it to seat properly in the back. So I went back and I bought another AR5, and I'm waiting. I believe tomorrow I get my bell housing. So what I've done is I have stripped the bell housing off this AR5 I just bought. And as you can see, here's the face of it. When you receive these, the company I bought it from, I bought mine off eBay. They shipped the slave cylinder and the bell housing attached. All you have to do to take the slave cylinder off is it's two 10mm bolts, which are right here. And then you also have to, which, if I can find it, you have to take, where is it? The little clip that's in there out. And it's just a little metal spring clip, if it will focus. There's a little clip in there. I don't know if it's going to focus enough to see it, but you can see the light from the metal of it. You have to pop that out, and then this fitting right here just slides right out. Do be leery that it's going to most likely still have oil in it. I completely forgot about it and got oil all over my tailgate. It's not a lot, but it's just a little bit of brake fluid. When you order a transmission, if you have a Pontiac Solstice or a Saturn Sky, if you're ordering a new transmission, either make sure it has a shift tower or don't get rid of yours. I made the mistake of not making sure that this transmission right here had a shift tower. And let me try to set you down here. I made the mistake of not ensuring that this transmission had a shift tower, which is a piece that sets right on top of here. It's a black piece of metal. It bolts in down here and then comes up over the top, and it bolts, these two bolts secure the top of it, and it reaches back to where this linkage is. It's the piece that you actually use to shift the transmission. Because I didn't make sure that this transmission had it, I had to turn around and scrounge. GM does not make that part individually anymore. Same as this portion right here on the very top. They do not make this linkage kit in production anymore. There are some aftermarkets, but they're few and far between, and they're more expensive than buying from like Copart or one of them through eBay. This top piece I've generally been finding for about $300, $350. I ended up for, I believe it was $380, which after shipping and everything came out to $460. But this top piece, the shift tower that I needed that goes up here, as well as a few other miscellaneous pieces and nuts and bolts and stuff like that I need, which I believe this actually has all of the nuts and bolts that I need for it. Another thing, if you're getting rid of, or you're swapping out your AR5, say something's bad with it, always make sure to have these. I know these are in upside down right now, but that's just so I don't lose them. These two bolts, if you have the center brace, bolt into the center brace with two nuts up on top, and then these bolts actually feed in from down underneath here to lock your transmission and your rear end in line. like I said, I got rid of my transmission, but for some reason I kept the bolts for the bolts in this spacer plate right here for the center brace. I don't know why. I just happened to get lucky and still have it. So that's just a little tip there. The other thing that you want to do is, and I have to order one, but that's going to be down the road. Make sure all your pucks and everything are good and all the bolts are good for the tail shaft or the tail housing, as well as for your drive shaft. I believe the ones on the back of my drive shaft are good, but the ones on the front, I'm going to have to possibly buy new ones because I've probably used the bolts for something else by this time, since this project's been apart for a while. Outside of that, I have ordered a fab bought small block Chevy adapter kit. That is why the face of this is all apart right now. That adapter kit literally comes with a clutch, pressure plate, flywheel, the bell housing adapter for the AR5, a new slave cylinder, which I believe it comes with the V8 slave cylinder that comes in like the we call it like the I don't know if it's Corvettes or I don't know what vehicle uses the V8 one. Might be a Camaro or something. I'm not 100% sure for that style of internal slave cylinder. When you go to put the slave cylinder on, I'll just slide it in place here. It's on this one. It's gonna line up something like this. You plug your line in, plug it into your car. There is no bleeding function on this portion. You pretty much have to put it all together and then just pump your clutch and it'll auto self-bleed. You just have to make sure that your reservoir, your brake reservoir is full, which on a Pontiac, for those that have not actually fully looked, on the Pontiac, right here is a line that comes off your, let me see if I can get it. There's a line that comes off your brake reservoir and goes down into your slave cylinder there. And you just want to make sure that your brake reservoir is full, because if not, you're going to start pumping air into your clutch. You will lose your clutch before your brakes on a Pontiac. I've done that numerous times because these lines right here are very well known for blowing open and just being junk. I do believe this comes in the kit too. I'm probably going to order 5 or 6 of them just to have, because as that motor was, or as that setting on the stock motor, I went through probably about 7 or 8 of them, drifting and drag racing and stuff like that. But with this car, we were not easy on it by any means. It's 60,000 miles and it had a hard 60,000 miles. From 12,000 miles up, we beat the bricks off this car. So I'm excited to get ready to have it back up and running. There's still a lot of light, small, tedious work that will need to be done once the engine goes in. I still need to make some sort of engine mount for down in here, and we need to figure out the radiator situation as well as this whole wiring snake. I need to tighten it up and get rid of a lot, and also figure out exactly what I need to keep. Interior wise, the car is just going to be basic, no thrills. I'll probably end up using a Holley, either Holley or Edelbrock screen to give me all my data, as well as use the stock, the stock speedometer and stuff like that. But it'll have other readouts for my engine oil, pressure and temperature, my coolant temperature, and all that stuff. Still working out the details on that. But I just wanted to give an update on this car because it is coming fairly quickly together. I'm really excited for it to be coming together, especially since we have 2 of them sitting side by side. This is a GXP that came from Houston, Texas, and I bought this one back in 2011 from Killeen, Texas. So it'll be nice to have both of them up and running at the same time. But that's just an update on that situation in those cars, and also on when you purchase transmission from eBay. Make sure you're getting everything you need. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later.